Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo. Just kidding, y'all, man. Hey, man, sorry for coming in a little bit late. First day of the new year, and I
Mm-hmm.
already get caught when the grown man naps on the first day of the new year. Ain't that about it?
Hell, I fell asleep. Shit,
I know, man.
I
It's
forgot what
like
time it was.
so. Pretty much said Happy New Year to everybody. We on a new calendar year. Um, Wonder what everybody did today besides go to sleep, eat, and not do a goddamn thing. But very first show of the new year, we already started on CP time. That shit is hilarious. But it's all good. But Mike, you already know when we start this show, man, we gotta hit them with them 3 letter words. What we got for the people today?
The real rock.
Real roll call, baby. DJ. Oh, thank you. And today's roll call, we're gonna kick this thing off. The very first roll call of 2024. Good God Almighty.
Ooh,
Is this going? I think this is gonna make 3 years now. Just about.
uh, is it
I'm talking
three and
about
a half? Is it?
3.5. Yeah.
Yeah, about 3.5 years. Yeah.
Oh wow. And today's roll call, we're gonna kick it off with MVGs, Auntie PJ's in the building, Ted Sports and Gaming. We got Terry Lloyd, Dembo 80, Michael Walker, Joe Grundy, Mr. Toxic Black, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, Bubba Gump, Corey Gears, Jarvis Williams. We got Sonya in the building,
So
Wallace
yeah.
Smith, and Dre Murphy. Uh-oh. I see people already here talking about what's going on with Michigan. Oh, God.
Pissing me off. That's what.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, they still got an opportunity.
I mean, they do, but they playing scared on offense.
Lord have mercy. Hey, Jeremy Billy, what's going on, man? So, Michael W. All right, we appreciate y'all. So I'm guessing this. I'm thinking, damn, Michigan getting their asses blown out the water. I guess they just ain't playing like a number one right now.
Yeah, they playing scared on offense. It's just like it's not working.
Oh wow. All right. Oh well, Mike, man, what's going on, man? How we like you said, welcome to 2024. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, interesting, huh?
It's interesting how it
Hey
came
man,
out so quick.
yeah, it has. Good gosh. But so far so good, man.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I had one of them. I didn't getting my nap, getting ready for my work tomorrow. So you already know them naps got to come in handy. But all right, man. What's the first? We're gonna go ahead and kick this off with Mad Mike Sports. What's on your mind for the day? Let people know.
What's on my mind for today? Um, I mean, obviously, for except for the topic, we're gonna get into that main topic, but um, hmm, that's an interesting story. That's real interesting. I'll say this. Um, I'm I'm kind of because I want to talk about the refs, but I also want to talk about just where the football, what the NFL it is in its entirety. So I guess I'll go with the NFL because
Bad Mike around the NFL. Let's
yeah,
let's
yeah,
get
man,
it.
Mike around the NFL. Because I really want to harp on the fact that with Tom Brady, and like I said, I hate y'all have no idea how much I hate to agree with Tom Brady. I hate agreeing with Tom Brady when it comes down to the quarterback position, man. I think like NFL really has to look at themselves closely as far as the coaching is concerned. And I think one of the most underrated things that are going in the sports world is nobody really paying too much attention to it. But Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the USFL and the XFL having a an agreement to come together. So it is now called the UFL. So we're gonna have some, some obviously you're gonna have some well respected coaches. These teams are going to come together. The coaching staff, the players, all that's going to come together. But I think the biggest issue with this, man, I don't think people realize how good this is going to be for players and the game because now you got coaches that wouldn't necessarily get the opportunity to be coaches in college and in the NFL, and now you have an opportunity to go elsewhere and be seen and be heard. And then you got guys coming out of college. Um, these guys wouldn't necessarily be picked as far as a high draft pick. A lot of these guys can stay in college and then go to UFL and make a nice living for themselves because this is going to be nationally televised. This the thing. It's going to be nationally televised with these young college players and NFL players that may not necessarily want to be in the NFL because of the politics when it comes down to coaches and their and coaches and general managers and teams in itself. So I think this is huge, man. Like I really do. It's going to force the NFL, especially if this comes to be what I think it can be, and these teams and these coaching staff, like it can really build something special where it becomes like I wouldn't necessarily say a minor league for the NFL, but I think if they do it right, man, this could really become a good thing for the players and coaches and learning how to fine tune themselves, man. I love it. I love the NFL. I love football. So football is found me regardless. But I love the fact that now these players have another opportunity outside of college and outside the NFL.
Damn, Mathis.
Uh-huh. Yep. See, you
Ooh,
got
I
that
don't know
before
where
I did.
I
Damn.
don't know I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
I mean, my
hmm
bad, my bad, my bad. Hey, but yeah, yeah, I didn't like I said. It was kind of in the works for a
hmm
while. Nobody really knew exactly when it was gonna come down, but we essentially saw it happening because even just from this off season, we've seen quite a few players that has came from that XFL and USFL
hmm
football league and ended up with trial. Hell, we seen it with what was it, Frank Gander? We seen it with
hmm
a multitude of guys in this league, and like you said, they not exactly stars, but they're getting opportunities to collect the NFL paycheck. I mean,
hmm
essentially, that's kind of what has hurt the NFL for a long time is since NFL Europe. I'm gonna just say that
hmm
you didn't have a league, you didn't have a secondary football league.
Mm-mm.
Now we've said this before when the XFL first came out, and we said it when the USFL came out. But the thing about it is now, like you said, the hard part about that was trying to keep up with both leagues, literally in the same off seats, in the same or right around the same time. So by them coming up with this merger, it actually can help, and it's gonna definitely be good for those guys who are like undrafted or guys that can't get in the teams right away. You have a secondary option. Now, of course, these guys gonna be still working their regular ass jobs. I mean, shit, it is what it is.
Right.
But hey, man, I'm happy
I
for
gotta
them.
look at the numbers on that too, because maybe because it was a merger, they'll be getting a little bit more, a bit more of a pay grade. But I haven't looked. But if it was from what it was last time,
Mm,
we'll see. But like I said, I just love the idea of everything just coming together. Like I said, the TV money is eventually gonna come in. Um, I think for the most part they did get some TV revenue from ESPN.
mm,
Um, so they'll be able to, upgrade not only their facilities but like pay for, things like, obviously insurance and things of that nature. So to cover the players' benefits and all that. So, like I said, I love it, man. It's an opportunity.
okay, yeah, man. But we'll see how they market it because they, like you
Hmm.
said, the main thing when it comes to stuff like that is marketing. And it's and like you said, when you don't put the money behind marketing, then leagues normally don't really do that well. I mean, we see this.
WNBA,
Yeah,
perfect example of that.
perfect example. Like you said, the WNBA could actually be bigger than what it is.
Hmm.
Problem is, the audience that it was initially necessarily tuned for doesn't watch it,
Mm-mm.
and they don't market it as much. Well, not since the Lady Dream team of the mid 90s. That
Hmm.
was at the height when they marketed it
Yeah.
anyway. Everybody watching it. So we'll see. Like I said, we like I said, we'll see how it pans out. It just depends. Like you said, since there's no Atlanta team, we gonna have to pick a team, a couple.
Hmm.
Everybody got to pick a team to cover. All right,
Hmm.
but that's all. That's all we got. Is there any more news in the NFL that's on your mind, or anything around the sports world?
Other than CP losing his mind, I wouldn't say losing his mind. I mean, it's the beat. I don't know why people surprised. It's like you didn't see this coming with Bijan Robinson being drafted. Like it's not a surprise to me. I
Mm,
think it's coming to a head as far as CP is concerned. Like, yeah, his time
his time is up, pretty
is
much.
up in Atlanta. I mean, to be honest, man, CP, what he like, you don't, as far as a running back, and that's what he is at this point, and he can't play wide receiver. I just keep that. He can't play wide receiver like that at this age, at this stage of his career. It's like I said, it's just, and they pretty much made, the returner just like, if you're not punting returning, like, you're not gonna have an opportunity. Kick return is pretty much gone, dead and gone. So
Mm.
he only have so many opportunities to be a player unless he want to go play for the UFL. So it's like it's over.
Hmm. I like I said, it's disappointing. But you said the key word there is when you saw Bijan Robinson's name being called, you pretty much seen the writing on the wall, and it's not even just for CP, but you can kind of say it for Tyler Algier and his tenure here in Atlanta.
Hmm.
And it's unfortunate to say that, but like you said, it's very interesting now that a lot of people care about CP now, but when Bijan Robinson got drafted, nobody gave a damn about him. Nobody gave a damn about Tyler Algier.
Nobody
Now,
cared. And like I said,
now,
nobody.
and like I said, now is the potential that both of these guys may be gone. Now is all of a sudden it's like now the question is, was Bijan Robinson the right pick now? And that's a question that's kind of floating around now. That should have been
Yeah.
that should have been something that should have been something that was asked when it happened.
Hmm. I mean, like I said, man, things change in the NFL. I just think that's what it is. If you looking to keep the same players and keep that, it's just not like that anymore. Like I said, if Tom Brady can go to to Tampa, I don't know why people expect to keep people around like Cordell Patterson. You would like it, but there's no loyalty in the NBA, but the NFL like that at all.
And I'm very glad Chuck said this because we actually got this on tape where we actually brought up the thing about Tyler Algier and he laughed at it. He was one of the main ones that laughed at it.
Hmm.
Don't think we don't forgot, bro.
Oh, we got video
We
documented
got
evidence.
video documented evidence where you was pretty much like fuck Tyler Algier, Bijan Robinson all the way.
Hmm.
That, but
Smoking them tweeds. You been smoking them
tweets and
tweeds, boy.
tweets. But Josh here said Bijan the wrong pen since now he only gonna get 8 carries. Um, well, it also it like you said, it's not even just the 8 carries part about it. See, the problem with Bijan Robinson, and I'm just answering just this question for here is you already knew Bijan Robinson was going to be the next star the NFL wanted to push. So what it did was now it put a lot more pressure.
Expendable. It made everybody
It
expendable.
pretty much made everybody else expendable because he's the next star the NFL wants to push. Think about it. He got his own mustard brand before he took his first snaps.
Yeah, come on, man.
He's hanging out with Hollywood stars literally 2 days
Come
after.
on, man. Shaking
So,
hands with Denzel Washington. Like, man.
but hey, man, like you said, this is where it kind of leads into the topic for the night. Um, is the ego and the accountability of not just Arthur Smith, not just the Atlanta franchise itself, but us as fans as well. The disappointment of this season, could you attribute that to our own egos and our own expectations and accountabilities as to why it hasn't went the way it was supposed to go?
Well, me, I'm smart. Okay, so I'm smart. Um, I tell y'all all the time. Why do you think I always say this, Kill? You not gonna get me to predict shit. Okay, I learned my lesson years ago to not predict, not to get your hopes up. It's not even not get your hopes up, but like anything can happen, bro. The season, if it goes the way that you expect, yeah, I say the Falcons could easily be in the NFC Championship just because of the improvement to a defense and a running game. You have those two, anything can happen. Like that's scientifically proven, is historically proven. You don't even have to have a great quarterback. You just need a quarterback that doesn't make mistakes. He just does what he's supposed to do and not make mistakes. You have a running game and solid defense. You can make it to the championship. So like for me, that never changed. Um, but you need everything to go the proper way. But like this is why I always say like you can predict all you want to. You can predict 10 wins and 13 wins and 15 and 2 and all. Look, that's y'all. I'm not going to do it. I don't like looking stupid, okay? I don't like being wrong. I try to be as right as I look, as much as possible. I don't like it, okay? But at the end of the day, when it just come down to it, were the Atlanta Falcons or were our egos and our expectations way too high? Absolutely. This team is young. The more to look at the coaching staff, it was designed to grow together. It was designed to be for the coaching staff, not only the players, everything is designed to grow together. But the problem is um nobody wants it to grow. We just want to get to a resolution as quick as possible. Like if you look at Terry Fontenot, he's a young guy. He's in his mid 40s, early 40s. Same thing with Arthur. Same thing with Dave Ragone. Same thing with TJ Yates. Same thing with Matt Sharp. All these guys are young guys on the offensive side of the ball. The offense was designed to grow together. We got a lot of young players. Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson. Both all these guys are barely at 25, bro. They barely at 25 on the offensive side of the ball. I think Jake is like the eldest statesman on the offensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was designed to grow together. So it's like the end of the day, man. Absolutely, I think our expectation for the Falcons was a little bit misguided.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not necessarily blaming the fans, but I think what it is, like I said, it is what it is what our expect. The thing is, when we have our expectations, we us as fans, we never take accountability of what if it don't happen that way. That is the true definition of being realistic, is being able to look both spectrums of if it does happen and what it don't happen. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is we got so caught up in what could happen that we negated of what may not happen. Or
Mm-hmm.
what we see is the end goal, but we never took accountability of what could happen if everything went wrong. And that's where this outrage is coming from, because we expected one thing. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong. You expected this team to be better than what it is. And and Judah, fuck Justin. I'm not taking that. We good. Cause it's crazy as hell. He keep talking about we need Justin
Man, that
Fields.
man ain't been here ever since he playing like shit. He disappeared. We ain't forgotten about your
We
ass
ain't forgot
disappearing.
about
And
you, bro. You disappeared later. Like I said, you got it this week. I ain't taking Justin Fields. No, I'd rather draft my own quarterback. How about that? But damn it, I forgot. I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. God damn it.
he having a few man Mike moments, ain't
Yeah.
it?
Nah, this dude talking about give us y'all pay. Bro, I don't want Justin Fields. No.
Nah, I'm good, pimp.
And plus the way that he played, Justin Fields ain't going nowhere. So I think the Atlanta Falcons man did themselves a favor.
Oh, Michigan just scored a touchdown. So if they stop Alabama on the next play, on the next possession, they win.
Exactly. Oh, really? You said Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right. But now flipping it from the fans aspect of it, let's go straight into the elephant in the room, which is the Arthur Smith aspect of this discussion.
Yes, sir.
Now, now this is where the majority of the talk is going at right now, is the question I ask everybody in here. Do you think Arthur Smith's ego has gotten away in this team's chances to be better than what it was?
Um, well, the more that I look back on it, I think this was problematic from the very beginning because if you don't remember when he got to the Falcons, he said the Falcons' identity would change each year with the personnel, and I think that's the problem. He said we're not going to be, kind of, uh, they're not going to be subjected to a certain style of football, and I think that's the issue. He said this since day one. So this is something that I'm recollecting, just looking back and how he's saying things, and I think that's the issue. What aligns with you stated. Like I don't think the Falcons. Like let me say this. I don't think the Falcons have an identity problem. I think that's the wrong word to say they have an identity problem because they do want to be tough and they want to run the football and they want to be physical. The problem, they have a schematic issue.
Mm.
The schematic issue is whether or not you're going to focus on a certain style of passing or a certain style of running the ball or a certain style of defense. Like you're going to blitz one game and then you play zone the next game, or you play man this game, and you play, you try to run rollouts, those that and you stand in the pocket. I think they have a schematic issue rather than a identity issue. I don't think that's the right word, but I do think that the Falcons need to stick to. I think they need to stick to what is more important, being an explosive offense or just being an offense just get first downs. I think they need to focus on just getting and running the clock, getting first down, just being on the field, and the explosive plays will happen. When you start trying to create explosive plays, I think that's when teams get in trouble.
Mm. Mm. Dig deep on that. Dig deep on that. That's a very interesting way. That's very interesting, man. I don't think people in the back heard you on that. Once you say that,
Nah, I don't. I don't.
but mm,
Oh shit.
listen,
Michigan, they got third and goal right now. They just dropped Alabama for a loss. They got two more
so
down. So
so so if Alabama loses, or they going what they gonna do? Blame everybody else too?
right.
Oh man, you got a 1999 super chat. He said, "I think so. I wish." Shout out to Jared Crumpton. He said, "I think so. I wish we would have stuck with this physicality mindset on offense. I don't think Bijan is that physical back like Tyler. Tyler looked hungry and was running that contact where Bijan dances in the backfield." Go ahead.
Bijan has a vision problem. It's not even like he's a very don't get that wrong. Like Bijan is very physical, but Tyler Algier is just different, bro. I think that dude, if y'all ever seen this dude, like his head really is that. Like he
Yeah,
got a
yeah, yeah,
juggernaut head, bro.
yeah. We got the pictures. We got the pictures with it too.
Like I can prove, like that dude is built different, and I think that's the issue. That's why I have a problem when people say that he's not physical because it's not true. He's very physical, but when you have like when his thing is Tyler Algier vision is a lot better than Bijan's at this point in time because Bijan actually did not get a lot of carries in college the way you expect. So he doesn't have, and to be honest, I don't think he learned how to be a running back at Texas. He was just such a phenomenal athlete. They didn't really teach him how to be a complete running back. And I think that's the problem. He just was never create. He was never taught how to hit the holes properly. And like I was actually watching some clips on Bill Parcells, and one of the things he hates for running backs when they do a lot of tiptoeing in the backfield instead of just hitting it, seeing it, hitting it, and making the decision. And I think that's the thing with Bijan that I'm saying that he hesitates a little bit too much because he doesn't trust what he sees. When a running back trusts what he sees, he doesn't hesitate. and I think that's the thing he's doing.
Um, my
All
thing
right,
on
this
that,
is the down. One more down.
my thing,
Michigan
my
got one more stop. They get one more stop. They win.
oh wow, like I said, my thing when it comes to that too is it's right now it's kind of the Devonta Freeman and Tevin Coleman aspect, but the roles have flipped a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
The roles have flipped. It's where you got like you said, it's the starting back is the one. No, it's the same thing.
no, it's the
They just,
same thing.
but
Yeah, hmm
they're built differently.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, kind of like, but yeah, like Bijan, like I think Bijan will be fine. Like you said, I think the vision. I think
Bijan is more like Tevin Coleman when Devontae Freeman is like
it's like Tyler
Tyler
Algier.
Algier.
But the
And like I
thing
said,
is,
yeah, the body type is different.
the thing, the thing is the jump cutting is going to have to stop eventually for him. Um, and like I said, I keep saying it, man. I think Keith Smith doesn't regress this year. Like I said, it makes me
Yeah,
appreciate a great fullback and a good
yeah,
full. And like I said, I love Keith Smith. And like I said, I'm kind of disappointed we haven't seen much more of Cody. Well, not Cody Parkey. I don't know where the hell I was thinking of that.
Cody Parkey. Where the hell that come
I saw the Bears logo. I was thinking
from?
about
Oh boy,
Cody Park. I
what
meant Parker.
the
I'm talking about Parker Hesse.
hell? Oh boy, Cody Parkey. Oh my god.
Cody Parky. Doink. But
Oh boy.
like I said, Parker Hesse, man. Like like I said, essentially our run game. That's what was missing in our run game this year was really consistent fullback play. and Josh Gilliam, he said it right then and there. We miss our
Oh,
boy
they stopped it. Michigan wins.
like Josh Gilliam here said, we miss our boy Patrick DeMarco. Yep. Yeah, like you said, Coleman and Freeman weren't great, but like you said, you had a guy that could lead the way, and that's what Bijan needs. He needs at this point. That's why I said we're gonna have to address the fullback position.
Right.
That's essentially the position we're missing on offense. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, it's the eyes and it. See, the thing is too, where the NFL, I do like what the NFL has done with
Mhm.
that pistol formation because you can do a lot of things out of that formation. We can do a lot of things out of that formation. Be a pocket passer and be you can run out of that and run some unique type of play action too. So I like where the NFL is going with that. So it's like that's why it helps that fullback position too. You can do a lot of things with that fullback in that pistol formation. So I like that.
Shout out to Blackberry with the yeet,
Yeah.
yeet, hey, yeet, home team. Well, so I guess so Michigan.
Michigan wins. They stopped. I don't know what the hell Alabama was thinking running the ball like that. They ran the ball like really straight up the middle. That's the best thing that they can come up with. That was a bullshit call.
Hey man, what it said? It said, yeah, yeah. So
As long as they lost,
I'm
that's
not,
all I'm at.
look. I'm just wondering what's going to be What's going to be the crying? It's going to be the crying game all over social media tonight because you know how Alabama fans.
Look,
Oh
Alabama
my
had no
God.
damn business in there in the beginning. They had no
Oh
business
my
being
God.
in
I
there.
just realized I'm gonna have to do some therapy sessions at work tomorrow because all the Alabama fans I work with.
Oh my God. You mean all the Alabama fans that ain't never been to Alabama?
Nah, he actually is from Alabama. So
Okay.
he actually did go to Alabama. So
Okay.
I get a crap, but I'm gonna have to give him a free therapy session. But
Yeah.
oh Lord. Kelly said, don't worry, Arthur Smith will bring Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry to Atlanta. I was just trying to figure out where the hell that's gonna. I'm about to say where the fire gonna be at because you talk about hell on earth, bruh. This off season is gonna piss a lot of people off.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. This off season is gonna piss a lot of folks. Somebody gonna get mad because if they don't get the quarterback you want, somebody gonna get mad. If they bring in the quarterback, but it's not the quarterback you want, like you said, it's gonna be hell on earth here in Atlanta. Tannehill, no. Do I need to bring out the list of quarterbacks, of veteran quarterbacks, because it's not even guaranteed that Russell Wilson's gonna even be out there. The top two names is Kirk Cousins and Ryan Tannehill. After that, you got Tyrod Taylor. Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor. Come on.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Tyrod. I do like Tyrod Taylor, but nah. Man, Southside, shut up. Talk about ski yeet. No, don't do that.
Nah, bro, we're not doing that.
I don't still see how that ended up being the number one rap song of 2023. Oh my God, I don't see how that happened. John St. Clair said, hey, Atlanta fans are perpetually pissed off. Yes, we are. So, Mike, hold on. Let me see. Jared Crumpton here with another 1999 super chat, aka the MVP of the night show. Do you guys think it would be better to sign a quarterback in free agency and invest in D line and O line in the draft, or do we draft quarterback early? I personally want edges at that top pick. You want to take this one, Mike?
You can go ahead. You good.
Okay. All right. What would I personally do? That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
It really is because of
Really,
like Grady Jarrett. You still got Grady Jarrett in the looming, and then you got whether or not Jake Matthews is really thinking about retirement. So it's real interesting about what you do.
because what ended up happening is if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that we'd be in a market for a quarterback, I wouldn't believe. I would say you was capping. But the problem, and this is what we said about the Desmond Ritter experiment. The man, for what I've said, and I've been on record to say this, his problem was he didn't need to try to be a superstar, manage the game. You don't have to be a Batman. You could be a Robin, or you could be a Butler. What's the Butler name?
The punter,
I said the Butler for Batman. What's his name?
Alfred.
Alfred, or you could be Alfred. I had a brain fart there. But essentially, what the and this is what I'm thinking. They went that route for the simple fact of building the team around him just for a couple years, just to see, okay, boom, 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 boom. See, but the problem was, and the problem was because now because Arthur, like I said, Arthur Smith is kind of on that, and it's kind of on that win now aspect of it and stuff like that. That where a lot of these players started playing bigger than what they needed to do, and this is where a lot of the mistakes came around at. And much as I hate it, man, I
It's
think you got
hard.
it. I think I would, me personally, I would rather just do the quarterback in free agency and still build on that defensive line. That's what I would do. I'm not worried about that because essentially what you're gonna do is, yeah, it's tough. I ain't even gonna tell you no lie. I'm not gonna act like I got the answers to it. At least I tell you, I'll be one of not the. I ain't got the answers to it because kind of what Josh asked about the question right here is about Grady, McGarry, and Matthews. Y'all think we should move on for any of those bets? You still got to find heir apparents to these guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the hardest part about it. Because essentially you're going to have to find you're going to have to find a D tackle who can be the heir apparent to Grady Jarrett. You got to find the heir apparent at left tackle. But like you said, Desmond didn't make his situation any better than what he did. So now it's forcing the team's hand that now they have to look at quarterback.
No, they have to. They have no choice because it's been so bad this year. And this is why I say with Arthur Smith, he's already shown that he and his staff aren't capable as of now of developing a quarterback. And not to say that it can't improve and it won't improve, but like you've proven that it's untrustworthy. It's like I don't think people realize what this Taylor Heineke thing did to to the organization. That was bro, that was one of the worst performances I've seen a quarterback. Like I keep saying it, but that shit was the worst. I have never, bro. I don't remember seeing anything that bad. And you can't use it's wet outside because Justin Fields was playing. He was playing fine, and he's been in there. It's not like in in DC that it doesn't rain. They have bad weather there too. So it's like I said, he's played in Philadelphia. Philadelphia got a terrible like they play in terrible weather. So it's not like that he's not used to playing in that type of stuff. It's bad. So it's forcing the Falcons to look at a quarterback to address that quarterback position. They're forcing them to. But you don't have to do it, so early in the draft. But you have to address it.
You have to address it. I still wouldn't, like I said, for me, I still probably wouldn't do it. Regardless on if there's a guy up there in the top, the question is going to be is who's going to be the guy to help develop. And if they don't have an answer on who can help develop quarterbacks, I'm not drafting one. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I'm not bringing somebody else quarterback. You don't give him all these habits, and now you got to rid him of those habits, and then try to make him your quarterback within a year or two.
They said that Taylor Heineke game was one of the worst. That was one of the worst quarterback performances since the Falcons had in December 16, 2007.
Yeah, that that's bad. That's what 14 years.
Right.
Well over 14. Yeah, a little over 14 years. Yeah,
right.
That's bad, bro.
Yeah, Maurice Martin with the $2 super chat said Alabama lost.
Yay!
You almost did a ski yee right there.
No, sir. I know exactly. I know exactly what I'm doing. I wasn't gonna do that.
I said, I almost did a ski yee. He said, Terry Lewis.
Nah, partner.
He
That.
said,
Mm-mm.
Terry here said, with the $5 super chat, said, I have absolutely no confidence in this organization to have a game plan to develop any quarterback that may come in.
I mean, that's your problem. That's a you problem. That's not a Falcons problem.
Mm,
This is an NFL issue. You gotta stop being in your feelings. Y'all in y'all feelings. This is
right.
an NFL problem. When you hear the great Tom Brady saying this is an NFL problem, we gotta stop trying to put this solely on the Atlanta Falcons. We had right now, last week, we had 8 quarterbacks that were benched. Okay. I think it was like 7 to 8 quarterbacks that were benched this last week, but we still think this is just exclusive to the Atlanta Falcons. This is an NFL. Stop looking at our team and look around the league. How many times I'm gonna tell y'all? Do I gotta slap y'all across? Do y'all gotta give y'all the fucking cyber slap? How many times we gonna see this? Sam said it, I said it, Tom Brady said it, and y'all still, man, I have no. It's a fucking NFL problem. It's an NFL issue. This is not exclusively to the Atlanta Falcons. It's a problem. I've been telling y'all this. It's an NFL problem. This RPO has destroyed quarterback play. I know it's upsetting to see bad quarterback play for our team. I get it. I know it's upsetting. We got Joe fucking Flacco, bro. He 100 fucking years old. He's still quarterback, and he look like Jesus reincarnated right now. So damn bad.
Look, I found an interesting statistic about Joe Flacco's play.
Go ahead, K-Style.
They said Joe Flacco needs 27 yards to pass Johnny Manziel on the all-time passing list for the Cleveland Browns. Think about that.
Negro, what? Man, we up here worried about, oh, man, I ain't got no confidence in the NFL in its entirety right now because it's so bad.
They said Joe Flacco is on pace to at least reach number 28 on the Browns all-time passing.
Bro, what we doing? What we doing? And we talk about the Falcons, bro. Bro, we good, y'all. It does negate the fact y'all don't want to hear the truth. This is what we talk about when it comes down to the truth. It's an NFL issue. NFL quarterbacks fucking suck. Why? Because they're not teaching these guys properly. This Negro, I'm sorry, Nigga. This nigga, Joe Flacco, is about to pass this man in what? How many damn games he's even been?
He's played in 5 games. And by the end of this game, he could reach the at least 28th all-time passing yards for the Cleveland Browns.
What are we talking about, bro? And we up here worried about the Falcons, man. Y'all, look, the crack cereal, bro. Look, I don't know what kind of this league is.
It's crazy. It's been a wild year, man. Because like I said, you got majority of the big paid quarterbacks getting hurt. Really, outside Lamar Jackson, all the quarterbacks that's over $200-something million look like absolute shit.
They look like crap, bro. I love you, Terry, but this not true. I don't have any confidence in the whole NFL when it comes down to development court. They're not doing it properly. I put a video on there when Tom Brady was saying this.
Yeah.
That man collecting Social Security. Come on, bro.
Hey, look. When they caught him on the sideline dozing off after that game, I said, yep. This man passed his bedtime, but
man, come on.
This the last ride. Yeah. That man sitting on the sideline like, you know how when you going to sleep, you sitting on the
Man, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Hold on. Todrick Davis says, how would y'all feel about Shannon Sharp saying the Falcons would be foolish to not trade for a first round?
Man, he need to shut the fuck up about a quarterback. His quarterback is John Elway, one of the most turnover prone quarterbacks in the history of the league. But he got so much expertise on quarterback position. John Elway is one of the what you talking about. One of the biggest, most overrated quarterbacks in the history of the game is him. The only reason why he's even revealed in the NFL is because of Terrell Davis and Mike Shanahan. It's really just Terrell Davis. If he didn't have those 2 years, he would have been down one of the biggest busts in NFL history. But you got so much to say about this Falcon team and Matt Ryan not being elite. Negro, your quarterback in the league. How the hell you gonna tell somebody he better than your quarterback? Can't nobody tell me that Matt Ryan ain't better than John Elway, because he is. In every way, he's better than John Elway.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Damn, Shannon Sharp got a whole bunch of conversations about the Atlanta Falcons where that's not even his team. It's supposed to be the Denver. See, he said that because he's trying to negate from that goddamn Denver Broncos.
I know. I know. He don't want to talk about that. He don't want to talk about how wrong they is.
Shannon Sharp don't want to talk about that Denver Broncos situation right now.
John Way's a fucking bum, okay? The only reason why y'all remember it because of the last 2 years. He's a fucking bum. Go look at his numbers. You'll see it for yourself. Do we got to bring up his numbers?
Yeah, pretty much the numbers like that, man. Maurice Martin here, he said, so what is the direction you think the Falcons go?
I don't know, man. I can't tell you until what we hear the last game of the season. Once we figure out what they say after, and then they have that press conference, we have a better understanding. But you can't figure out what's going on until after that. All right, so this is John Elway's numbers. Okay, I told you he's a fucking bum. All right. A completion percentage, a career completion percentage of 56.9 and 50,000 yards passing. How many interceptions in his career? 226 interceptions. The fucking bum. The fuck out of here with that bullshit.
All right, Brian Peoples with the 199 here said he had Trent bum ass too. Lord.
Well, got some nerve to talk about our quarterback. All you had was fucking bums at quarterback. John Elway, the most overrated fucking quarterback I ever seen in my damn life.
Jared came with another 999. Hey man, shoot,
hey man, you look. At least you being honest, bro. I respect the hell out of that.
Look, he said, I'm guilty. I'll admit I wanted Matt gone, and I've regretted ever since. But that's the thing we talk about, man. We take a lot of stuff for granted as far as situations that we do have. And yes, the last few years with Matt Ryan wasn't the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunately we didn't have a playoff appearance, but then you also have to think about it too. We literally also had one of the worst defenses in the league around that time as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I said, I give shout out to Lamar Jackson for the season that he has too. And this is the reason why I said I'm glad they didn't pull that trigger with him, because think about this like that. And I ask y'all this question. Do you think the Atlanta Falcons 2022 defense is 10 times better than the Baltimore Ravens defense last year? I want to see if everybody answer that question. I want to see. Let's throw a little bit of music on here. A little bit of little BT12 music right quick for y'all.
Oh, really, K-Style?
Mm-hmm. So was the 2022 Atlanta Falcons defense better than the Baltimore Ravens defense?
Which Baltimore are you talking about?
I was just talking about last year's defense.
Just last year? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Hey. Mm. Hey. Mm. Mm.
We got one. We got two.
We got two. We
Three.
got two answers.
Four.
Mm. I'm just trying. I'm just dancing because I'm just looking for some answers. Just.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
I love you, T Lord. That ain't like I said. I think the thing too with the NFL, man. Like I said, it's an NFL issue. This is not exclusively to the Atlanta Falcons, and that's where my frustration lies. It's a major problem in the NFL. They're not teaching these guys properly.
And Terry Lloyd, and this is what he's referencing to $5. Terry Lloyd said it's an NFL problem, but where would the change come from in college coaching first? Where is the next innovative coaching coming from, in my opinion? It's really no innovative coaches no more because
Yeah.
they've essentially brought the college game all the way to the NFL now. So it's really
hmm
no innovation you
That's
can
a
do.
culture issue. It's not even a game. It's not even a league issue. It's a culture issue because we're so infatuated with big plays and explosiveness. That's what's wrong with the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons. They got so infatuated with big plays. This is why they went out and got Bijan Robinson because they didn't. I mean, to be honest, they could have just been fine with Drake London and Kyle Pitts, but Tyler Algier. But they wanted more explosiveness, and they pretty much ruined their offense because they was worried about explosiveness. They worried about explosiveness by bringing in Van Jefferson and Scotty Mills. Like they wasn't thinking about the offense actually being productive. They were thinking about explosive plays, and that's the league.
Mm-hmm. And we forget that a lot of explosive plays comes from yardage, and
Mm-hmm.
this kind of like what Corey Gears, where I was getting to just for a second there was the finite developed Purdy for the most part because essentially what it is like a lot of people don't realize that they get a lot of yardage. That's what made Kansas City's offense so dangerous beforehand because they got a lot of yardage. They had guys who can make plays in space. Problem is, we don't have a lot of spacing, and we ain't getting a lot of yardage. So, and that's unfortunate. But the reason why I asked the question, the reason why I asked the question was, let me ask you this: do you think the Atlanta Falcons defense last year was better than the Baltimore Ravens?
Last year,
Mm-hmm.
ah,
Because remember, I think Baltimore in totality was in the top 10. We was in the bottom 5 last year.
yeah. I mean, if you just look at, I think we had our issues, but the issue mainly was really just pressure.
I mean, yeah.
So
I'm
it
just
was
going
just,
off. I'm just going
yeah,
off
just
the
going
numbers.
off the numbers, yeah,
Yeah.
obviously they were better. But if you're just looking at the numbers, yeah. But like I said, we were effective in a lot of games because we was in a lot of games. But like we just had our moments where the offense obviously wasn't helping a lot too. So they was on the field a lot. So it's like, but we couldn't apply any pressure. So yeah, they obviously were better than us.
Right. So the reason why I said that is, and this is kind of JP because he's one of the ones that said we should have got Lamar. You do realize you're gonna put Lamar Jackson literally in the same situation Matt Ryan was in the last 4 or 5 years. You do realize that, right? I think. Hold on. Who said? Who said? I think it may have been. No, it was Warren that said you essentially gonna put him back in the Deshaun Watson situation where he led the
Uh
league
huh.
in passing, and they still only won 4 games.
You put him right back in Deshaun Watson where he was with with Houston.
Mm-hmm. So
Good
is that,
offense, no defense.
and you have to think about the ramifications if they would have did that. So there'll be no Jesse Bates, there'll be no Bijan Robinson, there'll be no defense like we have this year. We essentially will be rolling with the defense in 2022, and you have no money. So, like you said, here, oh Lord, here you go. He said Lamar is him though. He would toast his easy schedule. But if your defense is giving up 26 points a game, you have to remember Baltimore, you got yeah. Because if he's getting stopped, who's gonna stop the other team? How about that? You ain't gonna have the same defense with Lamar here. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. He says we'll be scoring at least 30. We've been down that road. We've been down that road before. Y'all don't remember that. Y'all don't remember
We've
that.
been down that road,
We've
Jay.
been there.
You know.
Okay, I want everybody to put
Nah,
their
I'm agreeing with him. He definitely on.
hey look.
We've been down that.
Hey look. I want to ask everybody a question. Do y'all remember a time where the Falcons was averaging 28 points a game and giving up 30 points a game? Do anybody remember them days?
Me. I mean, the way he responded is pretty much exactly what the fuck
Exactly.
we talking about.
Exactly.
Motherfucker, that's what we did in the Super Bowl. We scored goddamn 28 points and gave up 30. Like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Motherfucker, y'all got amnesia or something, goddamn? Some of y'all act like you really do got amnesia. Like, y'all getting mad at Matt Ryan and the Falcons for blowing the lead and then want to return right back to the shit that fucked us up. That y'all complaining about.
Exactly. And yeah, and look, you also have to remember in that 2016 season, we averaged 33 points a game that year. But the fucked up part about it was, on average, we gave up 30 points a game. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And Chuck asked how many points we gave up last year. Let's look at my handy dandy phone book. I don't know why I say a phone book. I thought it sounded cool, but it didn't.
Man, I ain't seen the phone book in a minute.
Let's see. Let's hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stats. Team stats. Scoring defense per game. We gave up 23 points a game on defense last year. While Baltimore gave up 19 points a game last year.
Mm. So essentially means that you definitely bringing him to a much
You're
like
gonna
he would
bring
have to put a bigger.
and then you also got to think about it, especially around that time. They was always top 5 in sacks and turnovers.
Mm-hmm. So he got the ball back.
Mm-hmm. Because even going back to that MVP season that he had, like you said, they got the ball back so much he didn't put up that many yards. He scored a lot of touchdowns though, and that's the one thing I will give Lamar Jackson credit for. He is very efficient when it comes to throwing interceptions. He's very efficient when it comes to not throwing interceptions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what you want out of a quarterback, not to take too many chances. To
Right.
do what you're supposed to do.
Is that and Jared Crufton said, I've been so impressed with these young guys this season on D and Bergeron. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zach Harrison, Bergeron, those guys are like, hey, the staple of this defense right now, this young defense. this young team, man. It's like that's why I'm saying to myself, like when you got young guys that you see potential in, like you got to get those guys some help.
Mm. Hey man, definitely, definitely. Um, we ain't got no later show or nothing, dude.
I don't think so.
You want to go ahead and do that thing we was talking about?
Yeah, we'll do it about 30 minutes or so.
Get
Twenty
about a
minutes.
little 30 minutes. Yeah, because I ain't gonna be all night with y'all motherfuckers. Because I gotta go
Hell no.
work.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah. All right. So the did say I got your money, don't you worry. Say we are going to put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Put it in a back. Oh no, that's not the same thing.
No, no, Mike. You almost there, skate from that motherfucker. No, you tripping. So we got 30 minutes. So we're gonna do this about 30 minutes. So we got the link in the chat. Be like the price is right. Come on down. Let's see.
Say hey.
Michael Walker says, excluding Bates, I question our DB's IQ, man. What do you think about that comment?
No, I disagree. I think we have a very smart DB group. I think just this past, I think it's recency bias um when we just see bad games. This is one of the most intelligent, and most well put together secondaries we've seen in quite some time. So it's like I don't agree with that. I think they're very good. The thing is, when you're not applying pressure, you DBs are going to get exposed. For one, they can't be physical in this game, so that's why I'm totally against um, keeping AJ Terrell is because the rules don't apply. I'm not paying $20 million for a corner that can't be physical. I'm just not doing it personally.
Okay. All right. We got a couple people coming on down, as you already
Oh,
know.
this piece of shit, JP. Put this motherfucker on.
We're going to get them both on.
No, oh, you mother, my goddamn time. All
Yes,
this shit
sir.
you been talking, I gotta hear you, goddamn. What's up, Jay?
Hey man, what's going on? First of all, man, I really appreciate y'all, man, being the platform that y'all is, man. I tune in, whether I agree, whether I disagree. It's
Yes,
all
sir.
about my Falcons, man. So I really appreciate y'all platform, man, for real.
What's happening, man?
All right,
It's
man.
all
Hey,
good,
man. What's going on, Chuck? What's going on, Chuck?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, man? Appreciate you for having me on, man.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask y'all this question as far as what I'm talking about, as far as where do you think the direction the Falcons need to go for this upcoming season, for this next season? What do y'all think?
I think Arthur Smith is gonna be here with the inclination that Arthur Smith is still gonna be here. So that's what I'm running with. I think that we need to change the philosophy of the offense. Me personally, K-Star, I always been a Tyler Algier guy. And I think like back when we drafted Bijan. If I was playing football, like I graduated in 07, I'm a little older than so, but back then he would be like a gadget player. We wouldn't start him and we wouldn't let him start the game. I think that Tyler Algier needs to start the game. And he meshes better with Arthur Smith. The direction that Arthur Smith wants to go, he wants to bruise that and let Bijan Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, yeah.
Yeah.
So you essentially saying like how Detroit's using Jahmyr Gibbs kind of in that fashion.
Exactly, Case. That's exactly what I was about to say, bro. Okay. How do you feel about the direction?
Oh man. Well, based on this off season, I like the foundation as far as where they're going, where they're trying to build more in the trenches. I know Chuck gonna disagree with me on this, but yeah,
Chuck don't matter, man. Chuck don't damn matter what the damn.
Damn,
But like you said, essentially, where I'm gonna say it like this with the Desmond Ritter thing, it's unfortunate that he played himself out of his position because essentially what they were using him for was to build the team around, as far as putting more pieces around everybody else. But like you said, it made it hard. Just they're gonna have to really look at quarterback because what the problem was, this defense outperformed the expectations everybody thought they was gonna have. I mean, they were bottom 7. People thought they was going to be like at least mid-tier, around 14, 15 to 60. These motherfuckers ended up in the top 5.
Yeah.
But sick man, that's what we're gonna be next year.
Right.
Next year, when some of these one year players leave, we're gonna be 15. That's when we're gonna need our quarterback to be average. All we need to do is be average. We don't need him. My thing with Desmond Ritter is
I don't agree with that, bro.
Okay.
My bad.
Go ahead, JP. Finish it up.
My thing with Desmond Ritter is everything I got to be an interception, right? A throwaway. You know what I'm saying? If it's not all the way open for you, just tuck it and fall on it. You know what I'm saying? Just mental, just little simple things. I'm not real big on his mechanics. Like he looks regular. You know, his mechanics look decent. You know, he looks like a quarterback, but it's just a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? So he just needs to get his mental part together. That's it, man. I'm out the door, man. Chuck, what's happening?
All right, Chuck, go ahead, man. What you got to say on that, man?
Hey, how y'all doing, man? Well, first off, I'm just.
I smell some bullshit. He every time he start with that, I first off, hello, nah, you don't be saying that shit in the chat. Let go.
I'm so sick and tired of hearing people say like, oh, if we just had a average quarterback, everything would be. We don't need an average quarterback. We need a good quarterback. We don't need an elite quarterback. I agree with that, and I agree with y'all that in hindsight, Lamar Jackson was the wrong move. It would have cost too much draft capital. But the idea that you could just get by in the league with an average quarterback is, unless you have a Baltimore Ravens level defense, which we don't. You need more than an average quarterback.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How many good quarterbacks in the league? See, you got to think about it. That's the problem. Our expectations are too high as far as fans is concerned. This has been my argument. It's not the fact that I disagree with you, but that's not reality. We got to deal with reality, and that's why I say look around the league and look at what everybody else is dealing with. We had different starting quarterbacks around the league. This is not an issue that's solely the Atlanta Falcons. Blackberry joined us, but like this is an NFL issue. So you're right when it comes down to, you know, that's what we need. But reality is we probably end up with a goddamn Zach Wilson again by drafting number 1 overall.
Okay, so look at it like this. The top 5 QBs obviously is Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Some people would say Justin Herbert, even though he really hasn't done anything in the league. And you could say Joe Burrow.
But that's it.
We don't need that level.
We
don't need that level. But look, we don't need that level. We don't need that level. I said if we could get Geno Smith, if we could get that level of quarterback.
Crack, baby. What kind of cereal? Crack cereal you smoke?
What?
Mike, hold on.
Wait, whoa.
Let me mute
Hold on. Geno Smith is better than anything we had this year or last. Don't even do that. Don't even do that. Come on now. I think if we had Jacoby Brissett, we'd be all right.
First up today, bro.
Are you serious? Do you know what we watched this year?
Geno average though.
That's my point. He's not average.
You said we don't need an average quarterback.
He's not average. Who's
average?
Okay, did average. I would say like Jacoby Brissett. That's
below.
average.
Brissett
That's
is a
average.
backup quarterback.
Little below average.
No. Jacoby Brissett is not. He's average. But once again, we don't need average. I'm saying Geno Smith led the Seahawks to the playoffs last year. He could do that this year. And like everybody keeps saying, bro, we had the easiest schedule in the league. Do you know how bad your QB play got to be to fuck this up? Come on, man. Like, I don't understand why people keep trying to penny pinch at QB. Now, we shouldn't have paid Lamar.
Who the hell is penny pinching? Motherfucker, $50 million.
Everybody that says all we need is an average all we need is an average QB or a game manager. Dude,
We just talking about his play. We talking about his play.
We talking about his play, bro.
I think people say that because they don't want to go up and trade for one, or they don't want to pay one in free agency.
I ain't spending no goddamn 2-3
Penny pinching. That's penny pinching. Fuck that.
Y'all say
Chuck,
that,
who your quarterback? Who your quarterback gonna be, Chuck?
Tom Brady came out and said that all the quarterbacks in the league are it's just not. They're
Myers,
not
you better tell him, bro.
like
Is that okay? But do you believe that?
himself.
Hell
Like
yeah, Tom Brady's look. And despite what I really hate his fucking good because he kicked our ass, but he's telling the truth, bro.
he got a point. He's got a point.
But what does it have to do with the fact that we can get more than an average QB?
It's
Like,
like
Chuck, we
y'all
six-
get
we 7-9 right now. All we need is one. All we need is one.
okay. So we're six. Okay, like you
Y'all
said,
guys can't start touching. This man guy can't start touching their forehead. You know it.
we 6-9 right now. We 6-9 right now. So if we had Geno Smith level QB play from last year, we wouldn't be in the playoffs.
Yeah, we'd be 9-7, 10. Yeah,
That's my point. That's all we need. We don't need a great QB, just that.
So what about Geno's play this year?
Whoa!
Wait, but hold on. I didn't say this year. I said that we could get his level of play from last year.
Okay.
That's what we
What
need.
you talking about yesteryear for?
Man, stop. We need that level of play. You ain't got to be great, but if we get behind in the game, you can sometimes get us out of it. You can keep us on schedule.
What?
It's not rocket science. Like, we don't need Lamar. It would be nice to have him, but I'll be honest with you.
I have a question for you guys. I have a
Oh, my
question.
bad. Go ahead.
Like I had stated before, if I get Ritter's bad, I get it, but I still feel that if we would go and get Matt Ryan to have him teach Ritter, at least have him some guidance, or at least get him a veteran, I think Ritter would be a lot better than what he is now. He hasn't beat anybody.
The fan base is gone on Ritter, bro.
Mariota, come on, that ain't a real. He didn't do shit. Let's be honest.
That's a fact.
I don't disagree with you, Maurice. I just think the damage is done with him.
Can't keep him both.
Not that the Falcons won't care and keep him. I still think they don't give a shit, and they may bring him back. But it's going to be a hard sell for them to unless the Falcons find a way to get into the playoffs, win, and then we have Carolina pull off a miracle and beat them, and he goes to the playoffs and we make a run in the playoffs. They gonna send a $5 strip at him, the goddamn off his head. All right, let's keep that real. These fans don't like that man whatsoever. They don't want Desmond anywhere near Atlanta.
Now, I will be honest. I wasn't a Ritter fan last season, but just being objective, like watching him this season.
Chuck, you ain't no goddamn Ritter fan. Stop that bullshit.
No. I'm not a Ritter fan. I'm not a Ritter fan at all. But he's not that bad. Flat out. He ain't that bad.
You
Mike
can't
is
lose all those games in college and not. The man had a damn near flawless games in college. He only lost one game, and that was to Alabama. That has to say something. Like,
not really though. College doesn't translate to the league. College doesn't always translate.
Hold on. I'm gonna go off of what Chuck was talking about. See, the problem is what Mike is saying is it's a public relations nightmare if you keep Desmond Ritter here, just for the simple fact. So
it's not. It's really not though. If you draft a QB in the first round and we know that he's the starter, but you keep Ritter around because you believe he's talented and he could be a serviceable backup, nobody would complain. Who cares about Desmond? Who cares about Desmond? That's what I'm saying. Who cares about Desmond Ritter?
You can't keep him. I'm telling you,
You can't keep them, bro.
If you draft a quarterback in the first round, you can't keep him.
I disagree with that. He's a cheaper back, and he's a cheaper backup than Taylor Heineke. Everybody loves saving money.
Shit, all three quarterbacks gonna be gone at the end of this year, so it's gonna be a whole.
Yeah, I believe that.
Wow,
to be
six man. Wow.
It is.
Desmond Ritter making one. Desmond Ritter making $1 million a year. It can't hurt. Come on, man.
I don't want Desmond to start, but I didn't want him off the team. Now,
yeah, me too. I'm with you on that.
Think about this. What was the mindset of the Falcons fans when they drafted him?
For him to be the man, for him to step in and do what he needs to do. That's
sit and develop.
I agree.
Hold on.
But
I
he
did a whole
couldn't develop because Marcus Mariota was terrible.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, if you're talking about bringing in another veteran quarterback and you're talking about drafting a quarterback, you're not gonna keep him as no third string.
Why not? We got 3 now.
What third?
he just go to the exit field and make more money on. I'm saying no damn.
But I'm saying he's on a rookie contract. What's the problem?
But you spent draft capital on him too, Chuck. You spent draft capital. You don't want to
keep. I agree. So keep him. Just let him be a backup. Worst case scenario, he develops. Worst case scenario, he's not a NFL QB. Best case scenario. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead, Blackberry. Go ahead.
Let me ask everybody a question. When an inexperienced quarterback gets to start for a team, let's forget about how long he's been in the league. But when because we can use this. He ain't a rookie. He was here last year. Shit, we can go back and forth about that all day. But when you got an inexperienced quarterback take over the starting job in the NFL, what are the realistic expectations for inexperienced NFL level quarterback? Because if we're saying that he needs to be smarter, he needs to be not put the ball in harm's way as much. Mm-hmm. If we know an inexperienced NFL level quarterback is going to come in and make mistakes, and it's going to be plentiful of them. If we know that, then why is it that in Atlanta, our fans are so hot and bothered by this guy?
I can tell you
but
why.
I
know exactly
he's
why.
Not experienced. We knew he wasn't experienced enough coming in that he's not going to make mistakes.
Okay, you gotta look at it like this, bro. This is year 3 of this regime. We finally had cap space.
But wait a minute. I'm talking about Desmond Ritter.
No,
That's
I can tell you. I know. I'm with you. But you got what's one of the first press conferences Arthur Smith had this offseason? He said the team should be expecting to play 18 to 20 games. So he put in people's heads playoffs. So we're thinking.
What you play for?
But that's my point. We were thinking this year is a playoff year, and we figured he must have saw something.
I'm not thinking about. Maybe I'm not gonna bust. No, I'm thinking I'm gonna bust. Okay, we're not thinking maybe I'm a bust. I'm not thinking I'm gonna kiss it. I'm gonna look at it. No, when I go to a woman, I'm thinking I'm gonna bust a good one. Okay, I'm gonna get a good one. It ain't no maybe. We gonna go halfway. What the hell are you talking about, Chuck?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Arthur Smith went into the most important.
Damn baby shit.
Listen. Arthur Smith went into the most. Arthur Smith went into the most important.
Set him up to fail because
he did.
Think about last year when Mariota was doing that bad. He could have put him in like maybe the 6th game of the season, but he didn't.
Agree. He should have put him in. He should have put him in after that Carolina game. He should have put him in after that Carolina game.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time.
What if Desmond Ritter wasn't good enough to beat out
contention for the playoffs last year? I believe if he put him in like maybe the 6th game of the season, Ritter would be a lot better than what he is now. But because he only had 4 games last year,
what has shown you that? What evidence do you have of that?
Just more playing time. More playing time.
It was there last year.
Maybe things just changed, bro. Like look, the perfect scenario was to have Marcus Mariota play for 2 years while he developed. Okay, while he
Yes.
developed the quarterback. Marcus Mariota quit on the team. He left these guys, so
Well,
they had no choice but to go to him. It's
right.
not easy to find a quarterback and say, all right, this guy is going to be our next quarterback. All right. If it was Ryan Tannehill, if he would have been the guy to come in. Why? Because it would have been an easier process for him to come here for a year, and then while we're developing Desmond Ridder, him come in and do his thing. But it did not go that way. So I can't necessarily say that he set him up to failure, because I honestly don't believe any coach in the NFL does that. I think it's just we hope that a guy gets it and he doesn't get it, so they have to divert from the plan. But I don't believe that the Falcons did this on purpose. Like I said, you
Well, I'm
don't
not
draft a
saying,
guy
I'm
in
saying,
third round if you're looking for him to just, I just don't believe that a coach would purposely do that to a guy. I just don't believe that.
Mike, it's funny you say that because me and my dad think that, like, I think Arthur Blank mandated to go after Ridder. And to be honest, I don't think Ridder was Arthur Smith's guy. I don't think he really wanted him here in Atlanta.
My coach said the same thing too.
And to me it's evident because of the way Ridder's playing. And yeah, I get Ridder needs to be better. He needs to be more decisive. But he also, like you said, he's a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, because he's only had 4 games last year.
Man, CJ Stroud, man, come on, man. Come on, man.
To your point, you guys, right, like we've seen enough. But to me, I think he set him up to fail. And now we're sitting here looking at the draft. And now it's going to be probably another 2 or 3 year process.
Not if you hit on the right one.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I got a problem with the CJ Stroud comparisons. Because CJ Stroud, rookie guys, inexperienced guys coming in and playing like CJ Stroud played this season, it don't happen often.
Right.
You're talking about a shot in the dark. It don't happen often. Yeah, Houston was competitive, but people need to realize something. Houston had been setting up this team for a few years now. It ain't just something that just occurred in one season.
Right.
When it come to
they've been bad the last couple years. They've been bad.
Blackberry.
No, but I say this. I say they've been setting this team up over the past few years. Yeah, they got a new coach, but this team been being put together for a while now. With CJ Stroud, it don't happen often that guys come in and are as efficient as he has been this season. That's a shot in the dark. Now, when it comes to Desmond Ridder, people need to realize this. Not only is he third string, when you pick a third string quarterback and you bringing in a Marcus Mariota with a new head coach who's going to be the play caller and a GM who ain't been hired yet, it's unconventional. It's not something that happens a lot in the NFL. So unconventional shit is going to occur. What we've been trying to do without saying it in those words, and in K Styles and Mike, y'all let me know if y'all agree. But what we've been trying to get through to the fan base ever since the draft was that it's unconventional what's about to happen. Because you got a record-breaking down cap hill. You got record-breaking cap hill. You hired a head coach before your GM. It's things that's not going to really fall in line like we're typically used to seeing in the NFL. GMs and head coaches on the same page with who the personnel going to be, who we going after in the first and second season. Now, we can all say that in this draft, you can tell that a lot of what we got in the draft, Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith, they was eye to eye. They was on the same page. But the past 2 drafts, it ain't necessarily looked that way. You seen conflicting ideas, bumping heads with one another. So when you see when you do something unconventional shit gonna happen until you get it in line. And that's why, regardless, I don't give a fuck what Arthur Smith said about a 3-year plan. This was a 1-year thing that a lot of people thought was about to be fixed this season, but it wasn't gonna be fixed until everybody was on the same page. And one little detail that a lot of people didn't know about, that even I had to learn about not that long ago, was Arthur Blank Jr. and his influence on the team and how it's being structured.
And
So
I
when we
told
think,
y'all that I told y'all that months ago that he was being trained by Roger Goodell. This is something that's been happening for a while. So it's like he's putting his imprint on this team while Pops, kind of, setting it up for the future.
Right. And let me get
exactly.
let me get this super chat right quick. Robert White said, "Bring Matt Ryan to Atlanta to be quarterback coach, and bring Roddy White to be wide receivers coach. Happy New Year, much love."
Happy New Year to you,
Happy
Robert
New
White.
Year. Happy New Year to you too, man.
Happy New Year,
It
Robbie.
sound
Appreciate
good.
it, bro.
It sound good,
Sound
but
good.
I mean, everybody want to keep bringing up Matt Ryan, like Matt Ryan just waiting on a phone call for a job.
Man,
Y'all,
Matt
we
Ryan
don't know what
chilling.
Matt Ryan wants. Matt Ryan chilling, bro. He building clubhouses in the backyard and tree houses and shit with the Twins. How we know he's starting even coming back to football?
Man, Matt Ryan, he gonna have another Ice Cube on the way.
But
I'm
do
telling
you
y'all.
think he would mind? Do you think he would come to be a QB coach to at least help? I mean, I think that would do wonders, to be quite honest with you. I really think it would.
I think he
helped. He gave me phone number. He said, "Call me. You need some guidance. You need some mentorship. Give me a shout."
Perfect mentor.
That's him helping.
Wow.
I think he would be a great mentor. I really think he would.
Man, I was about to say, man, he waiting on that. He waiting on that contract. He waiting on them guarantees to be done before he decide anything. That's why he's doing the CBS thing and making babies right now. he ain't thinking about coming. Sarah ain't gonna want his ass to come back to no football, no way.
After next year, he don't want to do.
Absolutely.
Let the money be paid.
If the money right,
he might decide it's time to enjoy the fruits of my labor for a little while before I get back to some, putting in some real work again. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all that money get paid this year, so
I'm saying it wouldn't help to at least ask the question or at least try. Because I mean, I think it would benefit this team. I really think it would.
I think it would have benefited this team if they would have had Terrence Mathis as a wide receiver coach in this motherfucker, but they still ain't did that shit yet.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the messed up part. Jarvis, what's going on, man? Hey, you still muted, man.
I was saying nothing. I was enjoying the dialect that y'all was having.
Exactly.
It seems to be that the Falcons fans are divided at this moment, right? And as I tell everybody, and you heard me say this many times before, one. Yeah, it's multiple things, but one. As a Falcons fan, y'all remember how you used to look at the Browns and be like, man, how do they still have fans? But every year they sell out. No matter how bad they are, they still have loyal fans, right? That's one. We already know this is something like a reoccurring thing with the Falcons. So you never get too high and you never get too low. I know Mike always talks about it. It's like being neutral, right? You don't go to the casino and be like, I'm gonna bet $2.5 million on the Falcons to win this game today. If you do that means you got money or whatever. So you never get too high, never get too low. You always look at the game from a coaching standpoint, like Coach does. See what was good, see what was bad, see what can be improved on. That's why I look at the football game now. I don't even yell at the TV no more.
Oh, for sure.
That's out the window. Number two, I want y'all to realize something. Number two, regardless if the Falcons, the players win or lose or play like crap or whatever on a football field, guess what? They still going to get that same paycheck. You can talk all the noise and everything you want to about how the Falcons or this player didn't do whatever or this player didn't do whatever. That paycheck gonna still look the same in their bank account, even if they would have did good. So that's how I look at the football now. I'm gonna always be a fan of the logo. That's never gonna change. But I think we got to start looking at it from different aspects. What's good, what can be improved on, because eventually things will start looking up. That's me being optimistic. I'm sorry, that's how I always look at it. But moving forward, I heard y'all question earlier, which I was talking about. Do you draft a quarterback or do you continue to build around the team? And I agree with K Styles. I wouldn't draft a quarterback, but I also am not going to pay $230 million for a quarterback either. So if you just get a good game manager and continue to build someone who's not going to be turnover prone, I think the Falcons can do real well, because if you start building those trenches, especially on the defensive side of the ball, you'll find yourself winning more of those games than not. Because if you look at some of the games this year, the defense didn't play as well. But as Mike always said, you can't always rely on the defense to win you every game, right? Your offense got to step up somewhere. So that's why I look at, man.
Maybe Riddle was injury prone. I mean, turnover prone because he was just inexperienced. Maybe that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
We have time to develop. He's got it.
See, the thing is, right now we're at a bypass right now that where nobody has an answer. Nobody know. Everybody's going off of I hope this and I hope that, and that's normal. But the thing about it is, regardless of what we think, we have no control of this team. We can only go off of what we think.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, we could talk about, well, we need this type of player, we need this type of player, we need this type of quarterback. Because regardless on what quarterback situation everybody think is the right quarterback situation, you need the right people to help build, to help develop that. Because essentially that's really what it comes down to. You got TJ Yates, who was a quarterback's coach as a wide receivers coach, and you got Dave Ragone. And like I said, I think we should have known this, because the only coaching Dave Ragone did was with Mitchell Trubisky, so that didn't help none either. But it just comes
to turn over the coaching staff then and get an actual real wide receivers coach, a real quarterbacks coach, and maybe that might fix some of the issues.
That's why I'm saying it's so much stuff that's going on. Because like you said, somebody had to mute themselves right quick. All right, so essentially what it is that the expectations that we had as the team, as a fan base, and this is why I was trying to get, this is kind of going off of what Chuck was talking about, is the reason why we having so much of this dissension now, is because everybody's ego was hurt, because we thought this team was going to be, like you said, he said we was going to be playing 18 to 20 games, and it looks like it may not happen. We still mathematically not out, but the problem is it's not convincing. And this is where Arthur Smith himself, he's the guy, like I said, that everybody is worn out, because you said 18 to 20 games, we on the brink of missing the playoffs again. So it's like I said, egos, and this is what I'm talking about, egos and expectations, not just from Arthur Smith, not just from the players, but the fans too, is why it's so much divide in this fan base. That's why the divide's been in this fan base for so long, because everybody wants to see the same result, but people want to do it this way. Some folks want it this way, some folks this way. I'm just like this, bro. I just want to see it.
Can I mention something? Can I mention something here, Style? So on the Rex Pit this past Thursday, everybody know Cartier is who be in the chat. Cartier Puta. He's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, right?
No, oh yeah.
So I gave him I showed him a little love on Thursday, because he made a comment that I wish a lot of the Falcon fan base would be able to see. But he pretty much said it's not when one it's a domino effect. When one piece is struggling and having a hard time, when that centerpiece is struggling, whether it's the play caller, the quarterback, when you have a collective of those two especially struggling, it's gonna be a domino effect. Their struggles are gonna magnify and intensify even those that are playing well on the team when they struggle at times. So it highlights the bads and the negatives because it's a domino effect. And when you have a team that's having that situation like we're having, we ain't won shit. We ain't got no championships in the stadium. There's no trophy at Mercedes-Benz Stadium for everybody to pass by and see on display for us winning a championship. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a couple of those. So their fan base, when they see that they need particular things, specific things to plug in and to be patient about the process of how to get those things in there, in the organization, how to get the right pieces at the right time, make it cost efficient. If you got to spend money, whatever, if you got to wait a few years, whatever the case is, Cartier is a Tampa Bay fan. And he said the Falcons just need to get a couple pieces to make this a real championship contending team. Whether it's a quarterback who's not going to turn the ball over, whether it's a play caller who's going to be more efficient in his play calling, whatever the case is, that's all that needs to happen. But the Falcons fan base was so heartbroken for so many reasons. We're haunted by so many, just real traumatizing events in sports. You got the 98-99 Falcons Super Bowl team that, that haunts us. The Michael Vick era haunts us. The coaches quitting in the middle of a game haunts us. The Dan Quinn era, it haunts us. We got a lot of haunting events with no championship in the belly, in the Raptors. So I get the fan base just, getting discouraged, being unhappy, wanting that microwave effect we need instant results. But I don't want instant mac and cheese. I want my grandmama's homemade from scratch macaroni and cheese. That's what I want.
But Blackberry,
time, the patience, the love that it takes to get.
You better preach that macaroni.
That's what I want.
But Blackberry,
it's savory and it's most savory and most satisfying than the instant shit. Yeah, the instant get you full, but you're hungry in another couple hours. I want the shit that's gonna sit on me for a little while. I can go to sleep on it.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the Tampa fan base, for Cartier to say what he said about a division team in his division, that should tell us a lot, bro. It should tell us a lot. We just got to be more patient. Using the history tool tells me that quarterbacks with the tangibles and the heart and the nuts and the guts and the leadership ability that Desmond Ritter has, they go to another team and they have a successful career. The same thing for Arthur Smith as a head coach, a leader of men. While I don't like his play calling in certain situations this season, while I feel like he done sabotaged the damn season away, I know he's a leader of men. They galvanize together to play for that man, regardless of whether what we see after the fact, after the results, they come together to play for Arthur Smith. When you got guys like him that are young in their prospective careers, they're young at their positions, they go on and have successful careers if I use the history tool. So what if we're that team that's a little more patient? That's all I'm saying.
My only question is, I'm sorry, y'all, Blackberry and Blackberry. My only thing is, if you said that we're haunted about a lot of this stuff, right? If this is a continual thing, which it seems to have been, maybe due to our fault, maybe not due to our fault. do you think that a lot of this expectations we do to ourselves, which cause a lot of our own headache? I mean, that's just, I think that's a legit question, because a lot of the times we like you said earlier, Mike, in case we put these expectations on here, and then when they don't go to plan, now everybody want to jump ship. Oh, I want to be an Eagles fan now, or I want to be a Ravens fan now, or you know what, I'm so tired of going through this. Well, maybe it's like what they say, if you could, insanity is what, if you do the same thing expecting a different result, correct? So if you know every year that the Falcons, there may be a possibility, knowing by trend that these things may occur, then why do we keep putting all these high expectations on the Falcons?
Because a male fucking dumbass Jaguar. And his stupid ass keep goddamn saying all these motherfuckers are legends. He's the greatest quarterback since goddamn John Elway and Peyton Manning. It's because of them stupid motherfuckers. We know the answers. They listen to this damn media. We know that, goddamn it. K-Styles, that's why he holding the damn hand, because he say it every damn year. Y'all listen to these damn media guys and say, just because they run 4.2s at 6'6", that they the greatest of all time. No, this is the greatest draft class, this and such and such and such and such. We hear this every year. They overhype these players, and then we believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Well, I mean, don't believe the hype. I mean, it's really that simple.
But
Stop believing. Kyle Pitts is not a fucking unicorn. He's not. We've seen that before. His name is DJ Duque.
But we know that, Mike.
I'm talking about the real goddamn Calvin. I'm talking about Calvin fucking Johnson. He ain't the first fucking unicorn. We don't see Randy Moss. I'm sorry. I'm just mad as hell, okay? I'm really mad because we really believe that we believe that Kyle Pitts and all these guys was supposed to be, Bijan Robinson was supposed to be the greatest since sliced fucking bread. But so they not.
Answer my question then. My answer is my question was answered. We do it to ourselves. And
we do it to ourselves. Yes.
I disagree, man. I disagree, bro. Not us. They did it.
Oh, of course you disagree, Chuck, because you believe it. You believe the hype.
No, the Falcons picked them at 4. They believe the hype. The Falcons picked them at 4.
Ain't one.
The Falcons picked him at 4. They believe the hype.
He ain't to go that shit.
They picked Bijan Robinson at 8. Chuck. They believe the hype.
But this the thing, Chuck. Because of where they picked them, then you automatically think, well, he better be a superstar stud for us. You ain't got to use them like that. What's wrong with using them? What's wrong with using them within your system as he should be used and not making him a focal point in the offense? Why do we have to be a focal point?
Because that's what top 10 players are. Who drafts a top 10 player to be a role player? Name another example where that happened.
Everybody's a role player, Chuck. Everybody has a role to play.
Yes, everybody's a role player, Chuck. That's why it's called positions, okay? That's why it's called a position.
Man, stop, dude. Is Jamar Chase a role player?
Yes, he is a role player. He's not the quarterback. Everybody is a damn role player.
Come on. AJ Brown, that's a role player. Panay Sewell.
So
Michael Parsons.
So let me ask you something, Chuck. How many footballs are there on the field?
Oh, nigga, cat got it tongue now.
Look, even Josh Gillingham getting your ass.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
I mean, how many footballs is on the field?
It's only one.
So how many of those top 10 picks you got at skill positions?
3. Hello? Can y'all hear?
No. I want you to keep going.
What's so funny? It's 3. It's 3 players.
Because you don't even get what you saying. That's what's so damn funny.
I've been saying this all season, bro.
This motherfucker.
We throw the ball what? On average, we get 66 plays a game.
How many downs are there? How many downs in there in a damn possession?
So if we have
how many downs are there in a possession? when the offense get the ball, how many downs do they have to get a first down?
Oh man, I know football, man. Come
No,
on,
just
dog.
answer the damn question. It's simple.
Okay, it's
All
fair.
right, you
It's
get
fair,
4,
man.
so you
It's fair.
essentially get 3 downs to get it done. Right?
So,
How many players?
Okay.
How many players on this offense that you say, all right, deserve the ball?
To be honest, 4.
4.
Kyle Pitts.
You
No,
see
okay,
what
no, listen.
you got 3 downs and you got 4 players. There's not enough downs to go around in this one football, Chuck. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult.
Are you serious, bro? We average 66
I'm
offensive plays a
not.
game.
I'm sorry, but we got about 10, 15 minutes all because of Chuck.
Bro.
Okay.
That's bullshit, bro.
Let him finish, Mike. Go ahead, Chuck. Chuck, go ahead. Hold on, you breaking up.
Okay.
You're breaking up bad.
We average 15. Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah,
I said we average 66. We average 66 plays a game. You telling me Bijan Robinson can't get 18 to 20 touches a game, Kyle Pitts can't get 7 to 10 targets, and Drake London can get 7 to 10 targets? That's the foundation of the offense. Everybody else get what they get.
So let me see, 20. Then you said
I think
7
they
and
get
7.
it already.
So yeah, they already getting that now.
They already get that, bro.
Kyle Pitts isn't averaging 10 targets a game.
So let me see.
You didn't say 18. You said
hold on. You said, hold on. Let's do the math.
7 to 10. Yeah, 7 to 10.
You said 17. You said 17 to 25.
This motherfucker talking about. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
No. I'm just trying to add it up. I'm trying to.
You don't draft these players in the top 10 to not use them. They're underutilized.
You actually do. You actually do.
Chuck, do me a favor, brother. Can you promise us on the panel that you won't change to be an Eagles fan next year? Man?
Never that. I'm going down with the ship.
Okay. So we're looking at between those 3 guys. You're looking at about 40 to 45 plays, right? About 40 to 40 because it's 66. So 40 to 45 plays, right?
No. 30 to 35. 30 to 35. They're 50% of your offense.
Nigga, my head hurt. I'm sorry.
So let's see. I mean, it just like you said. At the end of the day, it's just gonna have to come down to really what we're gonna do. Like you said. Cause I know you said you gotta have offense to win. You gotta have a passing offense to win the game. You need balance to win a game. You need balance to win a game. That's why I was getting. That's why I was getting. It's going to be balanced to win the game. But
I agree.
The thing about it, at the end of the day, man, it just comes down to the team disappointed the fans, the team disappointed itself, and the coaching staff. So we're gonna let everybody get their final takes and we're gonna get them on out of here.
All right, K-Town, I got one question for you.
Go ahead.
My question to you is, I'm double checking when I ask you. Do you believe in the tactic of give enough rope to a person and let them hang themselves?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So
That sick sadistic bastard gonna say hell yeah.
So my I say that to say this. You know, I hear everybody talk about Arthur Smith, Desmond Ritter, and all of these things. Me being in the military, I've been there 17 years. I give you enough rope to hang yourself. So listen, I with Arthur Smith, let the situation play out. Regardless if you believe he got good play calling or bad play calling, his situation play calling is not good or whatever. I don't believe in letting a man. I don't believe in going after a man's job. And I don't know how everybody else on the panel, but me, I don't feel like going after a man's job. But I do give you enough rope to hang yourself. That way, when the verdict comes, and what Mike always say, video
documented evidence.
When that comes out, it will tell the story, and you can never come back and say, "Well, no, man, that didn't happen." Yes, it did, because I'm looking right at it. So if Arthur Smith is that bad or whatever, or is good, let him hang himself. Let him hang himself. When you hang yourself, you got no more excuses with me. You out the window with it. I'm
That's
sorry.
what he did with Dan Quinn. He did Dan Quinn and he did Mike Smith the same way. They hung themselves.
Let him hang himself. Don't go after his job. Don't you know what? I can't tell you what to say on your panel. This is your panel. For me, I'm not gonna be like Arthur Smith didn't need to have Arthur Smith. This. Nope. I will let you hang yourself. That way you have no excuses.
Hold on. We got a $5 super chat from Robbie. Said, we're not a pass first offense. We're built to run the ball. All lines built to run block, not pass block. Look back at last year's ball. Don't lie. Yeah. I think everybody's kind of happy Alabama lost.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, hold on. Now, this is a conversation right here that's going to be interesting because he said 3 straight years of under 500. AB got to go. So I'm thinking he's talking about Arthur Blank. You do realize that even if you do get new ownership, what makes you think that new ownership was going to keep the Falcons in Atlanta? I mean, Arthur it depends.
He probably just meant Arthur Smith. He probably just meant.
Fuck that K-Style. What the fuck is wrong with
Arthur Smith.
Hold on. No. Who the fuck are you to say that 3 years losing in a row is too much?
Boom goes.
We literally got the Cleveland Browns who ain't never did shit, and they ain't won. The damn Dallas Cowboys ain't won a Super Bowl in 28 years, and we up here complaining about 3. At least we been to the motherfuckers.
But
they ain't even there.
Arthur Blank has never kept a coach after 3 losing seasons. He's never done it. So you would expect. You would expect Arthur Blank to be. I mean, you would expect Arthur Smith to be gone. That's the point.
Actually, he did keep a coach after 3 losing seasons.
I'm see. Oh my God.
Oh, that's Dan Quinn.
What planet are y'all? Let me just ask this.
No.
Hold on. We about to end it anyway. I just want to ask everybody, what is the fucking end game? What's the fucking end game? Everybody got all these. No, hold on. Let me get the goddamn question out, okay? Because this is bullshit. Everybody got all these fucking, I'm tired of this and I'm tired of that and I don't want this and I want that. What the fuck do you? What's the fucking answer, Chuck?
As far as what?
What is the when you talk about winning a fucking Super Bowl, how are you going to go about winning a Super Bowl? Because everybody looking at Arthur and say he don't know. What the fuck is your plan to win a Super Bowl?
You need the right coach, you need the right QB, and we don't have that right now. That's
this
the point,
motherfucker just said, all right, you see exactly what I'm talking about? How often do you find the right quarterback? How often do a team find the right quarterback?
For the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. No, Chuck. I want Chuck to answer that. How often does a team, not even just the Atlanta Falcons, find the right quarterback? Has the Patriots find the right quarterback?
No. But you at least got to take.
Ain't no but. Okay. Ain't no but. Okay.
No,
it ain't no but. Stop it.
That's why you have to take a swing on a first.
Stop. No, we're not doing that. Don't tell me that's all we need is to find the right quarterback and find the right coach when you literally just said, Tom, this is what I have a fucking problem with. This is a major reason why I have a problem with it. You just literally said the greatest coach of all time is regarded the greatest greatest coach of all time, that he's having trouble finding the right quarterback, but it's so simple for the Atlanta Falcons to find the right coach and the right quarterback. It's hypocrisy. It does not happen. And this is what Blackberry is saying. This is exactly what he's talking about. Our expectations for this team, y'all have simple logic, but for something that's not simple. It's simple in your head, but when in reality, it's not just as simple as, oh, let's just go find the quarterback. Oh, I mean, Carolina dealing with that right now. They drafted 5 quarter. They done drafted like 4 quarterbacks in the last 5 years or so, and every last one on field. Every last. Bryce Young don't look like he even belong on the damn team. It's our expect. It's not that simple. It don't happen like the way we just. Oh, let's just fire everybody until we get the right coach. Cleveland been doing that forever. They still looking for it. The Bears still looking for their first 4,000-yard passer. Man, what the fuck are we talking about?
But if you keep doing that, though, if you keep firing all them people, guess what your veterans gonna do? And the people in free agency gonna be like, man, I ain't going there. Man. Every time I look around, 3 years they fire somebody. You do not build the right way. All you gonna start doing is building through the draft and getting mediocre talent outside of the quarterback. You know, I'm telling you right now.
Look how long Andy Dalton was in Cincinnati, y'all. They thought he was the quote unquote right quarterback. Look how long he was in Cincinnati now, and they couldn't even win in the first round of the playoffs.
Plus, they had Marvin Lewis for 14 years.
No,
Fat coach.
Don't do that.
It don't happen. This is what we talking about. We're trying to trivialize and just make it as simple as it's just a head coach and a quarterback away, and it's just not the truth. Look, that's a fantasy, people. This is not Little House on the fucking Prairie. This ain't Disney Channel, okay? That shit don't happen in real life.
That's the foundation of it. Everybody says that. When you get your coach, you go get a QB.
I'll cut your mic. You're not gonna sit up here and tell me that no, it don't happen. And teams, you literally stated early in the show about it's only 5 to. We're gonna just say 5 good quarterbacks in the NFL right now. It's so simple to find a quarterback, but it's only 5 good quarterbacks in the league. What are we talking?
It's not 5 good quarterbacks. It's 5 elite quarterbacks. Elite.
What's elite?
Right. We about to end this. I'm not. Y'all ain't finna blow my
man, bro. You be playing mind games. You be playing word games with the words.
I got a question for it. Is Jalen Hurts still elite now?
What the hell you be talking about? Y'all know what the hell you talking about? Like, we're not doing this. Okay, we are not going to play hip. We're not gonna play these dumb mind games where we say on one hand that every other team can't find a quarterback, but it's simple for us to sit up here and find quarterbacks and find head coaches. It's not that damn simple. It's not. And we see it all over the place. The only reason why Miami is good right now because they find Tyreek Hill. If it wasn't for Tyreek Hill coming there, will be right back where the fuck they at. Stop the bullshit, people. And this is what I'm talking about. We try to use one reason, one way where it works in Houston and say this is how the NFL works. When it's shown you time and time again, and with teams. I just told you, the Cowboys haven't won in 28 years, 27 years. They ain't been to a Super Bowl in 27 years. But we think it's so simple for the Falcons. It does not happen that way.
Give me that Coca-Cola out the refrigerator, Brandon.
And then we also have to remember with Kansas City too. You remember when Andy Reid first got there.
Mafia on real quick. Let him say something.
That right, Styles. I know where you finna go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to get Mafia. See, he been loyal. Plus, I do.
What's good, man?
What was happening, y'all? They need me as a GM. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Terry get out the way. Let me get in there. Let me get my people, fam. Let me get my. No, I'm fucking with y'all. I'm like,
What you got, man? What's going on with you?
Maybe Arthur Smith. Don't cut Arthur Smith, man. Just have how Terry got the D coordinator. Just let him get an offense coordinator and let Arthur Smith just coach the team overall. Let him do that.
See,
But if you brought him in as an offensive guy, if he loses his job as a coordinator, shouldn't he just be gone?
no, because like you said, a lot of times when we look at these coordinators like that, some guys may not be able to handle both. Like it's essentially it's just going to depend on who's out there. Because the thing is, you got a lot of the OCs that everybody want possibly up for head coaching jobs next year.
See, I've heard you say that Desmond Ridder is the most controversial person in the Falcons regime right now. I think it's Arthur Smith, bro. Like, you got people defending him, and he ain't did nothing here. He's had no success. He ain't even scored 30 points in one game. He should be gone. This.
I'm tired of you. I try to give you another chance. I know how to count. I know how to count to 30. Have y'all seen 30 on the scoreboard?
Nah, he said he haven't. He haven't seen 30 on the scoreboard.
Look, I'm
see, y'all got that man blood pressure.
Hey,
Yo.
Can we get an offense? Can we get a quarterback coach? Like, I've been saying this since last year, man, and now it's exposing Ridder like as the third round pick that he is, and it's so crazy because he's actually good, Joe. And us and the lack of having a quarterback coach, we done killed this confidence. The best thing we could do now for him is to probably just let him go. And it's sad because I really like him. And if you really watch the tape on the kid, see, I played quarterback back in the day. If you watch the tape on him, man, like the boy, he's good. Like, but I don't know why they don't like him. It's like the Matt Ryan effect all over again. And it's sad, like, because they playing their ass off for coach. And he's a good coach. Like, he could really keep these boys and keep them playing hard in any game, in every fucking game, even in shit you be looking at like, damn, we ain't even supposed to be in this. Like I was just having a conversation with my little brother the other day about that fucking Panthers loss, that debacle. Now, he say if your defense hold them to 9 points, you say you take that. But I say that the defense failed because that 7 points was good enough to beat them motherfuckers until they gave up a fucking 3rd and 15 on the last drive of the fucking game and scored and beat us with a fucking field goal. And it's not the fact that we losing, it's the fact that we losing to fucking bums. Like Justin Fields, the worst fucking quarterback in the NFL. I said it first. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it.
Hey, but here's the thing.
Call his uncle them too. I'll fucking tell him in their face. But listen,
Dez and Taylor having bad decision making.
Exactly, and that's why that was fucking Ridder's game to start and fucking finish. Like, they should have let Ridder play that whole fucking game, yo. And I guarantee you, if we did, we beat them, and it wouldn't have even been fucking close. Why? That's the type of shit Ridder used to playing in any fucking ways in Cincinnati. You know how I know? Because I'm up here in fucking Pittsburgh, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it get cold than a motherfucker up. I want this bitch with a broke rib right now.
Speedy recovery too, bro.
Speedy recovery, man.
Like, man, like, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, man, these folk, man, they tripping, man. Like, Ridder is him, man. We need a quarterback coach. This fucking OC, we got a decision to make. I don't like his ass. I ain't like him before he got here. I just knew he was fucking ass. But look, Arthur Smith, he got a decision make. Either you gonna fucking call plays or you gonna fucking delegate. And if you play calling, it ain't gonna be no more of this bullshit that we running this year. Cause a lot of this shit is they dumbed it all the way down. Ridder is him, Josh Gilliam, and Fields really fucking sucks. I ain't drunk at all. I can't drink no alcohol. Dude, I'm telling you the truth. I watched the game. I ain't bullshit. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. But look, man, we got a decision to make. I want a real fucking OC in here any suggestions, I'm open to them. Like, honestly, they say that Ritter's coach from college is I think in the league, or he's about to come in the league. Get him, run it back with Ritter. But we need a real OC. Don't give me no fucking what's his name that got kicked out of Kansas City, or what the fuck is his name?
I know you ain't talking about Airbnb.
Yeah, that guy.
Airbnb.
That guy. What about the Buffalo guy? That got expelled out of there? What you think about him?
Ken Dorsey.
Yeah. Personally, I would like to see what's the old dude that used to coach Cleveland and then he went to Detroit? Jim Caldwell.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard. That's a name I haven't heard.
I would like to see him come here. Or if we could poach a dude who just won in Michigan, Harbaugh.
Harbaugh ain't leaving no Michigan.
But listen, dig this, man. Get rid of this fucking GM and let him run it, because I think that's why he left out of the NFL from San Fran anyways. Let him be the GM and run and coach the team. That way he could build his own team for real, like, and give it his real identity and really, like, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I hear you on that. But we're going to go ahead and get up on out of here. I ain't expect to be on here about 2 hours with y'all asses.
Nah, man. We appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate everybody as usual.
John, go ahead. Talk about it, man. Get up.
Man, everybody and their mama know Fields is the worst quarterback in the league. I don't know why they keep trying to say he's not. No. I'm from West Atlanta.
But we're going to get up on out of here. Like I say, what the hell? Blackberry, that's you?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you sound far away. I thought it sounded like an echo. But we're going to get up on out here.
Swanton Bombers organization.
Man, Justin Fields only got 10 wins in his NFL career of 4 years. They mean. Yeah, it's on one.
But we're going to get up on out here, y'all. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Peace.
Oh, no.
We here to stay. You gotta go home.
But check. Yeah.
Deuces. Lord.